Born on December 18, 1878, in the small town of Gori, Georgia, Joseph Stalin would go on to become one of the most infamous figures in world history. His rise to power as the General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union was marked by a trail of destruction, manipulation, and deceit. Stalin's dirty agenda became evident as he implemented radical policies, orchestrated mass purges, and perpetrated unimaginable atrocities. This biography uncovers the hidden truths behind Stalin's reign of terror. Stalin's first steps toward power were taken during the Russian Revolution of 1917. As a member of the Bolshevik Party, he worked closely with Vladimir Lenin, gaining influence and positioning himself strategically. However, behind his facade of loyalty and comradeship, Stalin harbored selfish ambitions and a hunger for absolute control. His manipulative nature allowed him to climb the ranks of the party, gaining more power and authority with each passing day. After Lenin's death in 1924, Stalin emerged as the leader of the Soviet Union. This marked the beginning of his reign of terror, as he began transforming the country into a totalitarian state. He implemented the collectivization of agriculture, forcing peasants to give up their private land and join collective farms. This policy, touted as creating equality, actually resulted in widespread famine and the deaths of millions of innocent people. Stalin's dirty agenda extended beyond the borders of the Soviet Union. He pursued a policy of aggressive expansionism, aiming to spread communism throughout Eastern Europe. This led to the occupation of several countries and the imposition of puppet governments loyal to the Soviet Union. Stalin's actions sowed the seeds of the Cold War and left a lasting impact on global politics. One of the darkest chapters of Stalin's regime was the Great Purge, a period of intense political repression and mass executions. Stalin's paranoia and fear of dissent led him to eliminate any perceived threats to his rule. The NKVD, the secret police under his command, arrested, tortured, and executed countless individuals, including party members, military leaders, and ordinary citizens. It is estimated that millions lost their lives during this brutal campaign. Stalin's reign of terror also extended to the realm of culture and intellectual freedom. He imposed strict censorship, controlling the media, and stifling any form of dissent or independent thought. Writers, artists, and scientists were subjected to ideological conformity, with many being forced to conform to the oppressive regime's demands or face severe consequences. The suppression of creativity and free thinking became a hallmark of Stalin's regime. Stalin's dirty agenda even infiltrated his personal life. He surrounded himself with a cult of personality, creating a false image of himself as a benevolent leader and savior of the Soviet people. Propaganda, staged photographs, and carefully crafted narratives were employed to cultivate public adoration and loyalty toward Stalin. Behind closed doors, however, he was a man consumed by power, willing to do anything to maintain his grip on it. The consequences of Stalin's dirty agenda are still felt today. The Soviet Union under his rule experienced immense suffering and loss, both in terms of human lives and societal damages. Stalin's policies resulted in economic stagnation, political repression, and a culture of fear and distrust. It's crucial to remember the lessons of history and remain vigilant against the allure of authoritarian leaders with hidden agendas.